Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today I have a model kit in front of me that I never thought I would see get a fully official plastic high-grade kit from Bandai, and that is the Gespenst. Gespenst? I don't even know. I always used to think it was Gekkenspent, but I don't speak German, and I'm not going to even attempt to, but this is a classic dating all the way back to the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom days, with the fourth Super Robot Wars, and has made its appearance in many games since. Originally, Kotobukiya was one of the first to actually do a plastic kit of it, but it got super expensive and super out of print and super hard to find here in the States, so I never got one. What's really cool is it looks like he's got all of his the slash rippers, all of his special armaments. I'm just like, wow. This guy was like the MVP for me back in the old games. So I'm looking forward to building this. Maybe one of these days I'll get the alt Ison as well. I don't know. Quite a bit of sprues. Always a plus. Of note is we have a stand included. Always appreciated. Various runners, red parts, black and gray parts, one whole sticker, and then the multicolor runners. Not a lot of yellow and only one translucent piece. Huh. And obviously beam sabers. It looks like they actually are supposed to be kind of curved. Can't say I've seen them like that too often. I'll save you the process of digging around in those afterward. One thing to see is that everything is bilingual, at least in terms of English and Japanese. So, oh, wow, we have the full history even of it here. Let's get that zoomed in a little bit better then. I'm not even going to try to butcher the Japanese right now. Mars Industry. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Wonder if this means we'll get a hook bane at some point as well. Slash rippers were always fun to use. And I don't remember if the things in his arm were the blades. It's been years since I played one of the old Super Robot Wars, but you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it. I don't even care. I just want to go build it. I've been looking forward to this. Usual. Sit tight. I want to build this sucker. Alright, we've got our Gespenst done. His name I can never pronounce correctly. In all his mid-90s glory. For those of you who were there, you know. Fourth Super Robot War. Oh yeah. So this guy has no polycaps, and he's got quite some interesting construction going on with him. We've got his removable missile pods back here. I do like how we've got the extending thrusters, kind of where things are moving back there. Always enjoyed his funky tri-barreled beam saber thing going on. We did get his disc shuriken things put together here. I guess you're supposed to use all the various stand parts, which they don't really explain very well, but that's okay. Overall, it's nice to have this thing just because, well, you know, it was one of those model designs that just oozed coolness, but never really went anywhere. Look at all those just nice, edgy, pointy protrusions going everywhere. I like the offset red with the black like that. Just looks really nice. Barely, I can't even recall, were there any stickers? I don't think there were now that I think about it really carefully. Forget that's its own little piece here. That front big skirt plate is on its own little pivot. Yeah, I want to say like the joints and the shoulders especially were kind of funky. In terms of size, it is just a little bit bigger than a typical 1/144th Gundam. Got quite the flashy, large caliber rifle here. Is it a positron rifle or something? I don't remember. Our modern style curved beam sabers. And like I showed you the little chakram cutter things that he was throwing. Or was it the hook bane? They had the chakrams, I think. I forget what these were called. I don't have the instructions handy. But overall, really solid kit. For whatever reason, just the way that the design worked out really reminded me of the Getter arc that Bandai recently did. And I wasn't really fond of the Getter arc, which is a shame because I absolutely love Ken Ishikawa's manga. Been a big lifelong Getter fan. I'm back when Star Avengers was showing up on TV when I was a little kid. Didn't have as big of an impact as Gatchaman and the God Phoenix, but, not everything can. But, really just nice, solid posing. Easy to use ball joints in there. All the things are all covered up nice and easily. And, I mean, for the price versus what some of the old retail garage kits were for, or even trying to track down, like, the Kotobukiya version, good luck with that these days. I think this is a nice, much more reasonably priced alternative. I wasn't going to say cheap, because it's not, but, most things that aren't Gundam, and if Bandai's releasing it, they really aren't going to be. So, at least they're going to continue the line. I did see something of a recent tease for something else coming out in this line. So I'm happy to see that. And hopefully we will eventually get to the Alt Eisen and get that on there as well. I hated the Alt Eisen. I did awful when it first showed up in Super Robot Wars Impact. At least not until Ron Stoll and the Machine Robo stuff showed up. I can't think of the name of the big combining guy he used. But anyway, nice solid kit from Bandai. Nice, affordable alternative to the now out of production Kotobukiya kits. So if you are a fan of pretty unique looking robots, very Okawara design, do yourself a favor, grab this guy. So yeah, with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. Say thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.